So guys, boom, as you can see, on November 27th, 2021, Bronny James, the most popular high school basketball player in the entire country and Sierra Canyon, they flew down to Dallas-Fort Worth to come and play at one of the top public high schools in the entire country, known as Duncanville High School. Now, to me, this was Bronny James's and Sierra Canyon's first real test of the season. Playing a public high school juggernaut like Duncanville High School. Guys, Duncanville is a 6A high school program that has a ton of nationally ranked players on their team. HOLLAND, who's a top 10 player in the 23 class. Anthony Black, I believe he's a top 30 player in the 22 class. And they also have a few more other notable players. Trust me when I say, guys, please turn up the volume. Trust me when I say that these guys are dogs and they are coached very, very well. And you can really see it on the defensive end. See, guys, coming into that game, I already knew that this was going to be a tough game for Bronny James. And that's why I was honestly interested to see just how he was going to play and how he was going to actually match up against these kinds of players, because we see how Bronny is. Everybody says he's so passive. People say he's not aggressive. So this was a perfect chance for me to go watch Bronny. So I had to make the most of it. Now, like I said, I've made a ton of videos on Bronny in the past, and I've seen full games online. I've seen this about Bronny, heard all the controversy, but this was my first time watching this man Bronny in person, in the flesh. Now, I've been in the same building as Bronny a few times in the past, and the last time was when he was supposed to go head-to-head with Mikey Williams down there in Miami, but we all saw how that ended up. This man Bronny did not even play, but this time around, Bronny actually played. And for those who don't know, Bronny is on a minutes restriction since he is coming off an injury. And close sources also on the team that I've spoken to also told me that he was going to be on a minutes restriction with this specific game. Now, at first, I was honestly kind of confused on why he would be on a minutes restriction, since it kind of does look like he's healthy, and it looks like he's been healthy for quite some time now. And guys, whole time I'm just thinking that how many excuses are they gonna make for this man Bronny James? But after watching Bronny that game, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I think I do kind of get why he would be on a minutes restriction. Now, one thing to actually take away for me after watching Bronny is this man Bronny is easily one of the most athletic hoopers that I've ever seen in my entire life. Guys, this man can literally jump out the gym, no exaggeration. He can jump from the three-point line all the way to the parking lot in the back seat, and you can see it every time that he attacks the rim. Now, with that actually being said, that is actually one of the reasons why at first I was a little confused on why he would be on a minutes restriction, because it kind of just doesn't add up. How are you going to say that he's injured, or why would he be on a minutes restriction if he's doing all these crazy types of dunks? We've seen LeBron post him on his page. All the NBA players are hyping up Bronny. You can see Bronny looking inside the rim. Guys, one thing that I did notice with Bronny was that he does get a bit fatigued very, very easily. And that was actually a big downside that I did see from watching Bronny. Now, I'm not going to lie, everything else that Bronny did on the floor, I think is actually very, very well. He's a good point guard who knows how to make plays. He knows how to bring the ball up the floor. He attacks with purpose, and he can shoot the ball when needed. Now, some points of focus that I was going into the game to take notes on, and some typical questions that I know a lot of people usually have when they watch Bronny is, how good is Bronny? How many points is he going to score? Is he more aggressive this year? Should he be a top player in the country? Is he hyped up? Is he trash? Guys, so many questions and so many points of focus that I was going into this game when I was watching this man Bronny. Obviously, it's one game that I personally seen in person, so I'm only going to be judging him and giving my answers based on this one game. So let's just go down the line. How good is Bronny James? Bronny, to me, is a very solid point guard who has great IQ, who is super athletic, that can attack the rim and finish acrobatically in a variety of ways. He excels defensively, especially on the full court setting, and he just makes plays off the ball on both ends. He is a great defensive player that affects the passing lanes, and he's also always very alert on every single play. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, he does need more cardio, which is a given with him just now coming back. And the main thing that I really took away from Bronny James after watching him is that he is a lot better than I actually thought. He just does the little things right, and I feel like you can just see physically and mentally the potential that this man Bronny has. Now, you guys always know that I'm always honest with every single player. I will say, as of this moment right now, he's not a top 5 to 10 player in the country. I don't even think that it's a Bronny James thing. I think there's just other players that are better currently right now, but I do still to this day think that he is going to make it into the NBA, no question, and he can definitely rise up in the rankings by the end of his senior season. Is Bronny James aggressive, or was he more aggressive going into this game? I personally think that he was aggressive enough for my liking. He wasn't overdoing it. I can tell that Sierra Cannon plays as his team overall, so Bronny can only do so much, but I think that he did shoot a good amount of times throughout the entire game, and there were even moments where I saw and I knew that he wanted to take initiative and take a guy one-on-one or attack the rim. Bronny to me is nowhere near hyped. I may have just caught him on the right day, I don't know, but I just personally evaluate and look at Bronny as a different overall type of player, and I don't really look too much of how many points that he actually scored. It's crazy because the way I'm actually describing just how good of a player that I saw that day, you would probably think that he ended up with 20 or 30 points. Guys, this man only ended up with I think 9, 10, 11, 12, and he only hit a few shots. Like I said, I just saw the little things that he's doing. I like the potential because the shots that he was missing are makeable shots that he can work on. So I'm telling you, it's honestly gonna get scary for this man Bronny. I'm telling you, once this man pieces everything up together, this man Bronny is going to be great. I see why a lot of these NBA players are always believing and always hyping up Bronny. Like I said, he plays with an IQ that a lot of other high school players just do not have. You can just see that he does get coached and he does train with LeBron. It's pretty evident out there. Guys, shout out to Bronny. I'm a fan. I've always been a fan. I'm just more of a fan now that I've seen him. Like I said, I know that this was only one game, but that one game to me spoke a lot. I wanted to see if he was hyped, found out he wasn't, and I'm excited to see how he's going to play for the rest of the season. I did wish that Amari Bailey could have had a chance to play that day, but I know that he is back now, so I'm excited to see just how Bronny and Amari Bailey, as well as Sierra Cannon, is going to play as a whole. Guys, what do you guys think of Bronny James? Do you think he's hyped? Do you think he deserves his ranking? Where would you actually place Bronny in the rankings? Top 30, top 10, top 50? Anything Bronny related, just comment down below. Let's get a great basketball conversation started. Guys, if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Instagram at JuiceMadeHoops with the extra S at the end. Guys, please leave a like. It helps us small creators out in so many ways. You guys have no idea. Yeah, with all that being said, guys, thank you for watching. It's been another episode of Juice Made TV. Peace.